Welcome back to Realty Tuesdays. Sorry about last week. We missed last week because we had a medical problem, which has since been fixed, or for now, anyway. And then today, I couldn't go live because I forgot about Camden started basketball. So he has practice on Tuesdays at 6. And then my niece had a game today. She's just starting basketball with Norview JV team. So, I don't know if y'all know, they recently relocated here from Tennessee. So, we have to provide as much support to them because they don't know many people here. So we have to support her as well. So yeah, so tonight I missed the live event. So I say, well, once I get settled, I'll go ahead and record something, make a little skit or whatever, and put it out there so y'all have some material. But I think I'm gonna have to change the day from Tuesdays because, like I said, Camden has basketball. So yeah, or either I can still do Tuesdays and do a video. But I like to do lives because I like to get feedback and people ask questions at the same time, and I get to interact with all of my Facebook friends and family. So we'll get to it. During this segment, we're going to cover the current real estate market, why I started my own brokerage, and we'll discuss the beautiful, wonderful city of Portsmouth, Virginia. So, okay. So with the current market, the biggest thing now that people, not even the biggest thing, I'll say one of the challenges that a lot of agents are, not even agents, not even mortgage people, the whole real estate community, including buyers and sellers, are, the biggest complaint is the interest rates. So a lot of people feel like the interest rates are high. If you compare them to what they were earlier this year, they are high, but they're not really high, they're normal. So it's not, what we're experiencing now is the market balancing out. People my age, if they ask their grandparents what their initial interest rate was when they purchased their home, they would probably pass out. But anyway, so with today's current real estate market, the interest rate. So a lot of people who most homeowners should know this, but this is for those who don't know. Anyway, so interest rates are tax deductible. Most people that, I guess in the working world who have questions about the interest rates, most of those people are in a pretty good position financially where they're looking for things to write off on their taxes. And one of those things that you can write off on your taxes, specifically real estate taxes and mortgage interest you can write off. I don't know why I said, I think I've been saying real estate taxes, y'all, but it's actually the interest. So the interest you can write off at the end of every year. Your mortgage servicer sends you a form, just like all of your other tax forms. And on the form, it states how much interest you paid for the year and how much tax you paid for the year. And it also have your total amount of payment that you paid towards your premium for the year. So your tax person will ask for this form so that you can, write off those expenses. Those, that's one big thing you can do as a homeowner. As a renter, you can't do that. So yeah, and if you don't, for those that don't understand how tax write-offs work, let's say my taxable income, which is, we'll say $100,000, we'll say. So the IRS said, oh, in the end, after all, whatever you put in, you know, you made $100,000. I need taxes on that. And you're like, man, what else can I write off? And then you come on with your handy dandy mortgage statement for the year. Say you paid, I don't even know. I guess I should have ran the numbers first. But say you paid $8,000 that year in interest. Or shoot, that sounds like taxes. It could be either or. But whatever it is, if it's $7,000, your taxable income becomes somewhere around $93,000. Don't quote me on that. It's somewhere around there because it also depends on how you file and things of that nature. But that gives you an example of how you can write off the interest for your mortgage. Most people who have watched my videos will know that when I record, Camden is somewhere nearby. So you may have heard a thump because he just entered the room. Did you want to say hi, Cam? He's being shy. So, okay. So that was for the interest rates. Okay, we see his hand coming closer. Cam, what you gonna do? Come or go or what? Okay. So yeah, you can write off the interest on your mortgage. And then another way, good thing, well, not good thing. Well, thing you can do about the interest is you can buy down. So if you have some money stashed, you don't even really have to have money stashed to buy down the rate because, sellers are getting a little desperate now. Mortgage companies are like, look, we need to close these deals. So they are offering incentives where they're offering you the opportunity or offering credits. There he is. Hi, Cam. Okay. So you can go ahead and, yeah. All right. Okay. But yeah, so they're offering incentives where you can buy down your rate. And buying down the rate is if you don't understand that, so say interest rates are now say around 7%. You can buy down your interest rate. Usually the cost to buy down is 1% per point. That's normal. Usually what it is, but look, some of these numbers may not be exact because I'm not a mortgage loan officer. I'm just giving some information. So if you want additional information in terms of mortgage rates and all of that, I would recommend you speak to a licensed mortgage officer. But you do have the opportunity to buy down the rate, and it's usually 1% of the purchase price that's added into your closing costs. So if you're going into a deal, you see a house you like, ask, like, look, can I get credit on these interest rates? Or you can ask the sellers if they are willing to, instead of, if you have a little money to cover your closing costs, you can still ask, like, say, hey, let me get a couple of dollars to buy down my interest rate, which meaning if you want to go from like 7% to 6% or maybe 5%, it's a little fee there, but it does help you save money on your mortgage payment. So yeah, so you have that available. And then there are some lenders who they have like tweaked this plan. It's called the buy down 3-2-1. I don't know in detail, but I know you can, the interest rates gets bought down and then you refinance somewhere and they're waiving their fees. So they're like really pulling out all stops to make sure deals are getting closed. So y'all do not get discouraged by these interest rates. I mean, it's a tax deduction. If you a millionaire or what, trying to come up, or you in a good space, trust and believe, most people who are in the position to buy, and most of them are looking for things they can write off on their taxes. So, and then the last thing about this interest rate thing is now, it used to happen a lot in the past, but it kind of went away, but it's coming back. You can assume someone's loan. So like, we're in a community where you have a lot of military people coming and going. Some of them are having hard time selling their houses. So what you can do is, say they bought their house 3-4 years ago at 3 with a 3 or 4% interest rate, and they're like, look, I got to get out of this house, and say you got a couple extra dollars, you can go and assume their loan. Assuming the loan means taking over their loan. Of course, you have to qualify. But when you're taking over their loan, you're taking over that low interest rate. But if they have a little equity, you got to come out of pocket. But there are ways around the current interest rates that we have. And I have a feeling like they've been going down a little bit. I feel like by spring, they won't be all the way down, but I feel like we'll be in an even better place. So yeah, in today's market, houses were flying off the market. Now, they're sitting because people are scared and kind of discouraged with the interest rate. So don't be discouraged. Get out there, buy, because even right now, like, man, there's some deals out there. Because people want to sell. We got a lot of movement around here. So right now is a good time to get in. Even if the interest rates are not where you want them to be, you can always refinance when rates go down. So yeah, so there's that. So the next part I was going to talk about is my new brokerage, Synergy Real Estate. So Synergy Real Estate, I've been working on this since July, and we officially opened November 1st. Well, not, I guess officially, I don't know, but I'm gonna have a grand opening. I want to do it when it gets warmer, because I like being outside, and y'all know I don't like cold weather, so I'm gonna be inside, and I gotta do a little more tweaking before I want to do like a nice big grand opening. So that'll be in the spring months. But the reason I started my brokerage, well, if y'all don't know, I've been in real estate, let me see. I've been in the business of real estate since 2009, which is when we purchased our first rental property. I think I was 23. Yeah, we purchased our first rental property. And then I got licensed in 2012. So I guess about 10 years I've been doing real estate. Well, licensed real estate. But what's up, Cam? My producer in the back. Okay. But yeah, so I've been doing real estate quite a while. Some people get in. I know agents who've been in real estate 30, 40 years, and they have no desire to open their own office. So it's all of what you want. I opened my own office. So really, I was going to open my own office, but I wanted like a little smaller space, a little tiny office in a building somewhere. So I was actually over here by my house, I was looking for somewhere to open a juice and smoothie bar, because similar to Town Center Cold Press, I don't know if y'all been there, but I love it. I love the options there. So I wanted to open something like that over here in the Western Branch area, because we don't have anything like that. Everything is like fast food or whatever. So I wanted to, put that over here. Something healthy and nice and, wholesome or whatever. So I got a space. And once I got going with the space, the owners came to me and said, hey, we don't feel comfortable with the way the economy's going. Doing, what do they call it? An ice cream bar. Sir, this is not an ice cream bar. It's juices, smoothies, salads, wraps, cold pressed juices. But they didn't feel comfortable. So I don't know if they were I don't know, I look like something in my hair, y'all, but whatever. I'm about to go to bed anyway. But I don't know if they were thinking I was going to walk away, because the word on the street is a vape shop wanted the space. And they were trying to like buy me out. And I'm like, no, this is going to be my real estate office. So that's what I did. If you come to my office, you will see most of the stuff in there. Let me see. Aside from the floors, because my cousin Travis done those. That's my flooring guy. Y'all need him. He do laminate, hardwood. He restructure wood floors, like sand them and make them a whole new color. Like, he is the man. So Travis, I think his name is Daniel Jenkins on my Facebook list. But yeah, that's my flooring guy. So if you come in my office, that's the only thing I paid someone to do. Oh, and demo. I did have a guy come demo. But I would say 90% of the stuff that has been done to that space, because it was a disaster, I did on my own. Me and my niece, Bianca. But anyway, so yeah. So I opened the office because, let me see. Y'all know I get off track and I talk too much. So I opened the office because I was with a company, EXP, for several years. And y'all know I have a finance side to me. So I thought it was a good opportunity because they were pushing stock or whatever. So when I got with EXP, the stock was like $4. So every time you close a deal with them, you get stock. And then you get discounts on stock. So y'all know I was racking up. So the stock got up to $62. So once it got up to $62, I traded my stock. Yeah, so it was a lot of free money. But now that the market is, you know, a little wishy-washy, and we're uncertain of where we're going in this market. I mean, we got the war, we still got the pandemic. I don't even know what's gonna happen, y'all. But anyway, so I opened no, I left EXP because I no longer needed the stock. I was paying them a fee every month. I was paying them $16,000 a year just to get 100% commission. And then they had all these other little fees. I'm like, hold up. I need my own money. So that's what made me open my own office. So opening my own office, I get to keep my own money. And for those that don't know, I got a whole other job. So I'm not like a full-time real estate agent. So I think I did pretty good with, you know, my production and everything as a part-time agent. So opening my own office, it's like, okay, I have my own office, but I also have other businesses. So I still needed an office space for my real estate office and my other businesses that we have. And then I work from there. I telework there with my other job. And then it's also a co-working space. So, yeah. So I'm looking for agents. In my office, I plan to, I guess, you know, make it positive vibes only. Let me see what I write. Positive vibes only. We want to have a non-competitive environment, because in real estate, it's just, you know, some people focus on sell, 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 go, go, go. But I want to focus on team, family, collaborating, and things of that nature. So that's why I named it Synergy Real Estate. And that's why I came up with that, because all I see in real estate, you know, I mean, it's sales anyway, is go, 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 sell, sell, sell. And people are throwing each other on the bus just to get deals and stuff. Like, I don't like that. Like, can we just do this in a nice, you know, professional manner? I mean, I'm seeing some crazy stuff happen in real estate, especially on these real estate teams. Oh my God. I've never been on a real estate team. Never will, because some of the stories I hear, I probably wouldn't be alive. So anyway, so my office, I'm looking for agents, new, seasoned, part-time, because most agents, like, so a lot of the bigger companies, they don't accept agents who don't sell real estate full time, and they'll tell you that because they have, training requirements, meeting requirements. They need you on the phone calling people all day and all that. So in my office, you can come be a real estate agent. I do expect you to sell some homes, but I don't expect you to be the top dog of the 757. Yeah. Part-time agents, seasoned agents, y'all are welcome to come. It's good vibes, positive vibes. You can independently run your business. Yeah, you will like the space. You will like working with me. Yeah, so if you have questions or interested, you can always DM me or call me, and we can discuss opportunities at Synergy Real Estate. Oh, and my phone number is 757-816-5438. So, yeah, so that was a brokerage. Oh, yeah, and the third thing I was going to talk about was the beautiful city of Portsmouth. So I know y'all, so I don't know if y'all probably don't know, I live in Portsmouth. I never thought I would be living in Portsmouth, but here I am. I love my house. I was going to say I have a love-hate relationship with the city of Portsmouth, but I actually love it. Most of you don't know, I've moved away and came back a few times. In most bigger cities, they have what they call the loop, the beltway. And when you hear that, our loop and beltway is 64. If you look at a map, it's a giant circle. 64 goes through Norfolk, Hampton, Newport News, Suffolk, Chesapeake, Virginia Beach, Portsmouth. Did I say Portsmouth? Anyway, it's a big city, a big circle that goes all around the area. In most bigger metropolitan areas, it's more expensive to live inside of the circle, which is inside of the loop. And guess what city is the last city left that has land available and needs a lot of development? It's the city of Portsmouth. So the city of Portsmouth is the last city, like, for development where you don't have to live out there in the boondocks, because there's a lot of development going on in the inner loop, which consists of, well, Portsmouth, they're getting a new casino. Norfolk is working on stuff. Virginia Beach, Chesapeake just put out that they're doing some kind of something or whatever. And all of that is going to be in the inner loop, which is where things are happening, where, stuff to do. So living in the inner loop, which the city of Portsmouth is cheap over here. I almost feel like anything goes. But I think that's the city's way of letting people know Portsmouth is open. The city of Portsmouth, we're open and welcoming business and development. Of course, the leadership needs a little tweaking, which I feel like, I'm not trying to get into politics, does need a little tweaking and diversity. So we have some new people coming on board next month. And they'll bring some diversity, whether they like whoever. The city council you're going to see a little bit of everybody on there, which is fair because we want a little bit of everybody living in the city of Portsmouth. And then one of the downfalls of living in Portsmouth is the tax rate. The real estate tax rate. Real estate taxes, actually all the taxes in Portsmouth are high. But Portsmouth is I think the smallest city in this area. So we have the smallest city with the largest federal government non-tax, entities in the city. So when you think of federal government, you think of all the military bases, shipyard, hospital, the Navy hospital. That leaves a little bit of land for tax revenue. So to make up for that, they had to pass on that cost to the citizens. But yeah, Portsmouth cheap. The tax rate's high, kind of balances out to all the other cities, really. But I feel like Portsmouth, I think they're going down a good path. So despite of what I posted about Portsmouth, I'm going to be here because I feel like it's going to be a nice place. It's a nice place to live, because I would say a nicer place to live down the road. So we just got to get in where we fit in and be patient and watch the city grow. So let's see. Oh, okay. Yeah, that covered my 3 things. So I covered the current market in terms of interest rates and ways around it. Why I started my brokerage. And then the city of Portsmouth. So I will post the new days that I plan to do this, because apparently Tuesday isn't going to work out because Cam has sports or whatever.
Basketball practice.
Yes, you have basketball practice. So yeah, so I'm gonna have to figure out a day, but I'll let y'all know. And then if you have questions, like I said, you can always DM me, call me, and I'll discuss them in the video, or yeah, respond to you if you ever call or text. So our next one, I think next week I have scheduled with a mortgage broker out of Northern Virginia, which is my best friend's brother. So he's gonna go over mortgage information. He's been in the mortgage industry a long time, so he probably has some good information. He can share some good stories and experiences because he's seen the market shift several times. So thank you all for tuning in. I hope you all had a wonderful Tuesday and continue to have a blessed week. Good night.